Hi, hello. I'm here with a new article about suicide. And the topic of suicide related topic is how is suicide different in Japan? And I personally don't know how suicide is different in Japan, but I know that there are many reasons like psychological, sociological, cultural reasons that affect suicide rates. And interestingly, economic situation not doesn't really affect that much, I guess. And but I know that like religion has great impact on suicide rates. Like if in some communities they believe that if they kill themselves, then they will go to hell, so they cannot kill themselves. So and in this study, they investigate suicide rates among OECD countries, with particular effort made to gain insights into how suicide in Japan is different from suicides in other OECD countries. And several findings emerged from fixed effect panel regressions with country-specific time trends. First, the impacts of socioeconomic variables uh, change across different gender age groups. That's important, like male, females. Second, in general, better economic conditions such as high level of income were found to reduce the suicide rate in Japan. This is interesting. Like in the Middle East, I think it's not really, or Europe, it's not really about economic levels. Like in Norway, Sweden, I think the suicide rate is quite high, while income inequality increases the suicide rate. Unfortunately. Third, the suicide rate is more sensitive to economic factors captured by real GDP per capita, but however, they're not really personal scales like real GDP per capita. These are like a big data, that some people's money can inflate those numbers. So I think better not to use it in this article in this context. I don't know though. Social, so then to social factors represented by divorce rate, birth rate, female labor force participation rate, and alcohol consumption. Fourth, female and elderly suicides are more difficult to be accounted for, so it's not sure that they die because of economical things. Like in some societies, like in the Middle East, and they give economic responsibilities to male. So some females do not feel like they're responsible for anything. All they need is just, unfortunately, like marry someone rich, maybe. I don't know, but they don't feel like if they don't have a job, it is something so bad. Honestly, this is the case. And maybe elderly suicides they're exposed to different cultures, I guess. Elderly suicides. Finally, in accordance with general beliefs, Japan's suicide problem is very different from those of other OECD countries, so it's quite far from other OECD countries too. The impact of the socioeconomic variables on suicide is greater in Japan than in other OECD countries. And I think it's better if they mention the OECD countries' variables too in detail, but it's great abstract and you can understand a lot just by reading the abstract. And another interesting thing is the journal name is in like Japan and the world economy. It's a very specific topic. Like they must contribute a lot to world economy because it's one of the biggest economies and it's a developed country. So they make there's a journal for this. It's great. And thanks for watching this video and see you in another one. You can subscribe to be recommended by YouTube for my videos. Bye bye.